Well, hello all. Today we're going to show you how you can stop soda water from going flat. Now here is some lemonade or some soda water bottle, it's all the same thing. And we want to, the moment you open this lid, we're going to let the pressure escape. So get another bottle that has a similar lid. Get yourself some of this it's air tubing, which you get from an aquarium shop. Get a nail that will just fit into, but it's a tight squeeze. You've got to push it in. It's just a little bit thinner than this tubing. And now what we're going to do is we're going to heat up the nail. And we're going to poke it through the lid. And then we're going to push that tubing through the lid. Now I'll show you how we do that in a moment. So the first thing we've got to do is just get the tip of the nail hot enough that it will go through the plastic lid. Here's an old bottle, and there it has gone through the lid. Now I'm going to cut the tubing so that it is at an angle, so that it's got a point that will go through more easily. There, it seems to be coming through. Let's push it through from the inside of the lid. It's just coming out. Grab it with the pliers and pull it through. So that's quite a tight squeeze. So there we have it. Now we just cut the square again. Now the next thing to do is we take one of these small little microjets, right? So there's a little microjet. I don't know what you call them, a little nozzle that screws into the microjet hosing. And we're going to pull this so that it's nearly, there's not much sticking out, just a little bit sticking out. And then we're going to screw the long end of this nozzle in here. And we're hoping it's going to create an airtight seal. So now the hose is going to serve as a bit of a gasket. Again, we're going to maybe need this little pliers to turn this. So it's going into the lid, and hopefully it's going to form an airtight seal. I'm just keeping on turning it. I wonder if that'll be all right. So there is the part that protrudes into the bottom. Now I measure the length of the bottle till there. And I cut that off. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit longer than this and cut it off again. And I'm going to screw this part into the top like that. feels a little bit loose. And here's our long end. Here's the part that goes into the bottle. Now we have to stop this with a clothes peg for now. There are better methods. So now we're ready to try this out. Always have cold, this is a lemonade. When you open it for the first time, it's going to lose fizz. Put your tube in to the lemonade. Close it up. Now, let's suppose we want to pour our first drink of lemonade. I'm going to just move this down so you can see. So here we have a glass of lemonade that we want to put our lemonade. So I'm going to undo the peg and our lemonade will run out. If I want more lemonade, I can just squeeze the bottle and we're getting our lemonade to come out. Right, just to make sure that there are no leaks anywhere, let's just lift this. Is there a leak? Yes, there's a slight leak here, it seems. So let's just see if we can put a piece of wire as a Jubilee clip to stop any leaking here. So I've got a thin piece of wire. I'm going to put this piece of wire around here. Like this, cut this off, and now we're just going to tighten this. So hopefully that has stopped the leak. Now let's close that off again. Turn it upside down and see if there's any leaks. No leaks. Yeah. And every time we want to get soda water, we just undo the peg. If we want to, we can squeeze the bottle to speed it up. And then just peg it closed. Now, as I say, the beauty of this is in the system now. Every time normally when you open the bottle, the carbon dioxide escapes from the bottle. But from now on, the only way that any pressure can escape is through this. Now, I'm going to later on today buy a little an aquarium. In the aquariums, you get something that pinches these tubes. It's got a little screw on it, but I do not have one of them, so I'm just using a peg for the moment. And this is the way that we can keep our soda water from going flat. So, as I say, you can go to the aquarium, you get a little thing that just pinches the air hose. It's got a little tap. And then you can open and close that little tap, and that will serve the same purpose as the peg. But the peg's doing fine for now. I've got no complaints against the peg. Now this is going to just build up pressure again, and as long as I see that it's needed and necessary to have this little piece of wire just tightened around this microjet irrigation nipple or whatever they call it, to keep this hose from popping off under pressure. So there we go. That's how we can keep our soda in a constant state of bubbliness, and we don't have the problem that every time you open the bottle, it loses pressure. The only way it can lose pressure is via opening this peg. You see it's built up pressure again, and it will continue to build up pressure as time goes by. And this is our, for the moment, little tap clothes peg with there's our clothes peg, and we're pinching the tube.